Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We're gonna jump into this little vlog, this little Miami vlog. We're gonna do it right off the dome because I went to Miami about a month ago and I really want to put out this content and I really want to put out this message, more importantly, because although I had a lit time in Miami, which I will show you now.
Tell me what 10 minutes is.
That's what. It's like a fake, like it's like. I'm like, yeah, you see, yeah. 4 minutos. Are you the y'all feeling good on this side? Yes, they looking good. Mama Shay, about to set up food for everybody. This man. Came, we saw, we finished.
I wanted to come and surprise myself.
So if you're interested in watching this video, please stick with me and hear all the tea about Miami and hear the testimony, because it's always a lesson in this life. So every time before I go on vacation, I do a prayer and I set an intention for my vacation, like what I want to release, what I want to gain, the type of moments I want to have with people. Like I think about it. Like I literally like, okay, it's going to be relaxing. It's going to be all positive vibes. Everyone's going to be respectful. We're going to have a great time. Everybody's going to mingle and mesh. And I just set that intention before I even leave, you know, and everyone being safe and just smooth transitioning, because, you know, traveling is crazy. And that's what I did. So Shay was like, cheap, what you doing? And I was like, nothing major. She was like, oh, you want to go to Miami? I'm like, is we getting flued out? She's like, we getting flued out. So we got flued out to Miami with some of her friends, actually, that she's been hanging out with for like the last month or whatever. They was like, oh, bring a friend, it's gonna be good vibes. We got Airbnb, everybody got hella space, you know, da. So, you know, me being the person that I am with my passport in one hand and my bag in my other hand, I'm like, oh, let's go. Okay, so I have things over here. It's coming along. I have little items on my bed that I'm gonna take with me. Yes. So I was like, let's go. So I packed my bags, The morning came. Okay, so that night before we left, apparently the guy that invited us, he was like going off on her.
apparently the night before, the guy that had invited us, he was like kind of having an attitude. So she wasn't sure if she was gonna go anymore. It was hella late at night, and I was just like, I don't know, I just had like anxiety about it. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go anymore. So I told her I wasn't gonna go anymore. And then I woke up the next morning like looking around like I'm still in Atlanta, so I definitely wanted to go. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, so I found the Shay. About to walk up on her. She's around a lot of people. She got a lot going on. Hey girl. Hey girl. There she is. Okay, so I get to the airport, you know, I meet up with Shay, we get on a flight, and we outside, we in Miami. So we land. The guys did not come to pick us up from the airport, and that was like, you know, red flag one for me, because I'm like, why they not coming to get us from the airport, you know? So whatever, we catch an Uber, we get there, and then we still waiting outside in Miami for like 30-45 minutes. Mosquitoes is biting me. I'm getting annoyed at this point. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have went with my first mind. Maybe I should have never came. You know, all the maybes started kicking in. So I was just like getting a little irritated, agitated. But the guys end up coming, and they, you know, so the guys end up coming. They Nigerian. I'm half Nigerian. I'm half African American. And it's just an interesting dynamic, which I will elaborate on in another video that I have with Nigerian men specifically. It's just an interesting dynamic. I don't want to like generalize, but a lot of the times it's a lot of like, it can be like a little tension, because I feel like sometimes they expect things from me that they have not earned. You know what I'm saying? Like everything around here is earned. I'm very polite. I try to be as cordial, as not even nice, but just as polite as possible to people, because people deserve respect. As respectful as possible. That's a better word. As respectful as possible, because people deserve respect. But in a lot of African cultures, they just don't have respect for women, just straight up. And it takes a very evolved African man to really value a woman the way they're supposed to be valued. Please comment below if you are Nigerian and if you understand what I'm saying, or if you're African American or and understand kind of what I'm saying about that same like fragile masculinity. It can be deep. So we go upstairs, and I am like, you know, we're about to start getting ready because we're going out that night, and I really want to go to where was I trying to go, y'all? I was trying to get to CVS. And so one of the guys that was staying there, mind you, y'all, this is the first day these are her people. She had met them before. I've never met them before. And I have lessons to take away from going places with people I don't know, you know, but in that moment, like I didn't know them. So I really didn't feel like I just wasn't in the mood. And because a girl had just told me like that she had been attacked by like a Uber driver. So he was like, oh, we can, in a Lyft. And so he was like, oh, we can go together in the Lyft to the CVS. And I was like, oh, well, since you're already gonna go, like, why do you mind like just going to get things for me? And I could see he was like annoyed. And so I was like, oh, don't worry, like I will pay you. Girl, y'all, this man lost it on me. He went off on me talking about I was trying him, why I don't need he doesn't need my money. I already said I was gonna go. I was gonna go at first when I thought he was driving, but then when I realized that he was not driving, he was in fact gonna be in a Lyft, and I would have to take the Lyft with him, get out, go to CVS, wait outside for another Lyft to come to go back. I was just like, it would be much easier if you maybe just pick up a few things for me. Not a big deal. Yes, I could have gone too, but it was just definitely not worth him going off on me, cursing me out. And I was just like, done. So I was just like, okay. That's very hurtful when people go off on you in general, and then it's even more a little bit stinging when it's someone of your own community. So I was just kind of done at that point. So I just went downstairs and just started getting ready and just like being my little cute self. And then my friend came to check on me to make sure I was straight. I was like, you know what? We're not going to start this trip off on a negative tone. We're just going to leave his negativity right where he started it, over there. And I was just trying to like, you know, just bring back the positive vibes. So that was cool. And we went out and it was really fun. And I will insert the videos now of us turning up and having a good time in Miami. breakdown of the room situations of how things were going down, because I forgot to mention it before, because I actually found out right before he got pissed about the CVS trip that I would be, in fact, I hate to admit it, subject to the couch, you know, and I was very, very nervous and hesitant about that. And I actually did start to look up like hotels for myself, but I was like, okay, it's only a 2-day trip. Chi, like, relax, humble yourself. And that's another moment, like, go with your first mind. If your first mind is telling you you don't want to sleep on the couch, you rather get yourself a hotel room, get yourself a hotel room. If your first mind is telling you I don't really want to go on this trip, just don't go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that sometimes we push ourselves to do things in order to accommodate others when it doesn't feel right with our spirit. Like, we have to tap into yourself, take a moment and really follow your spirit, or some people call it your first mind, because that's what you need to do. Because, you know, I was sleeping on a couch, and the way it was set up, it was 3 rooms, and everybody in a room had a girl for them. And then it was one guy also that I did not know that was there, and he was supposed to stay downstairs with me. Like, the way this couch was set up, it was like a L shape, so it was room for both of us to have space on the couch. But come on, y'all, it's 2021. A guy sleeping on the couch with a girl, like, he's gonna start wanting to try her, you know, especially like in Miami, where people just feel like people are just supposed to be ready for the go. Like, it was too much. So you know, he was handsome, but it's like, I don't know you. So y'all, first night, we go out, we come back, I'm trying to go to sleep. This man is on my body, like on my body. And it just was not that time. So it was really making me feel so uncomfortable, like how heavy he was pushing himself on me and like just trying to kiss on me. And I'm just not in with it. Like, I don't like that type of stuff at all. Like, I really don't. Like, if you're not my guy, like, I'm really not very touchy-feely affectionate with men that I do not know. So, I mean, I think that's pretty normal. But he was just adamant. He was making me feel so uncomfortable, you guys, that first night. And so then the second night, the second day, we had a fun day. Again, go insert some videos.
It's boat time, period. It's the outfits for me.
¿Esta dirección está bien?
Sí, está bien. A la derecha, sí. Ya. 4 minutos, yeah. See, y'all hear me?
4 minutes away.
4 minutes away. I knew that.
4 minutes away.
Time. They had all the, you know, all the bottles, 1942 Casa, anything, you know, everything you wanted, like they had it. So they had all the bottles. So it was lit. Like, we had a great time, even though I'm really not a big drinker, but it was just nice, you know, hoopla. So then the second night, again, okay, we got back from the boat, and then I was so done and tired and like a little kind of agitated from him like trying to do too much on the boat, that I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna like chill out for tonight, and I didn't go to the club with them that night. So when they came back from the club, like I told y'all, I'm sleeping on the couch. So they come back, they turn all the lights on, I'm wide awake, annoyed. This man walks in talking, why am I picking my nose? Walks in talking to a girl on the phone. So I'm like, cool, like hopefully, you know, that's his girl. He talking to her, he ain't gotta fuck with me. And I was low-key like offended, like not he trying to talk to me and be on my body all this time, and then you talking to this girl in front of me. Like it was just too many levels of disrespect. And I know what y'all gonna say, oh Chi, but you didn't really care, you didn't really like him, you didn't want him on your body. No, I did not want him on my body, but don't be in my face trying to flirt with me, trying to talk to me, and then be trying to talk to another girl, flirting with her. Just leave me alone at that point, because I don't have time. So of course he did not leave me alone. I tried to like go on the balcony, catch my breath, take some time for myself. He's following me around, he's following me around, he's following me around. One of the guys had to leave at that point. So he, you know, so now one of the guys and girl, they left together. So one of the beds is available. He's like, oh, let's go in the room. Let's go in the room. Y'all, I don't want to go in a room with you. I don't know you. I met you yesterday, like literally yesterday. So I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I'm just going to stay down here. So I'm trying to, you know, get comfy, like go to sleep or whatever. So I'm like going to sleep, and I kid you guys not, he climbed on my body. Like he climbed on top of me, and I had to literally let this man sleep dead ass like on. He climbs on top of me. I literally had to let this man sleep on top of me until he fell asleep. I was able to push his body off of me, go upstairs, and go to bed by myself. The next morning, I am in the bathroom trying to get dressed. This man roams his little body in the bathroom after me. This was actually the second time that he came in the bathroom, and just like pushing his body on me to the point where I literally had to I had to vocalize and say like, yo, are you going to try to, you know, what you trying to do here? Because the answer is no. So y'all know what it's called when you say no and someone keeps trying you. So it was just a very disheartening, and it kind of tainted the trip. But overall, the trip was still very fun because I got to be with my girl and be in Miami. And it was one point where the Uber driver didn't speak English. So yo necesito hablar español. Si yo puedo hablar español, tú no sabes, ¿sí? Entonces, es muy bien porque yo puedo practicar. So I got to practice my Spanish a little bit. You know, I love the little language. I love language. I love people. I love traveling. So it was still fun. And then at the nightclub, DJ Khaled came, he did a set. It was really, like, it was turned, you know? So it would have just been nice to be turned and have a good time without the unsolicited advances. So the takeaways from all of that is, of course, to stand your ground. You know, if you feel uncomfortable with something, vocalize it. You know, vocalize it in that moment. Because even me, like, I wasn't really vocalizing it in that moment because it can be uncomfortable. And then that goes to men, like, catch a vibe, yo. Like, if a girl is saying no literally out her mouth, like, fall back. Especially if you really don't know her, you don't know what can happen. And that's just like, it's just dangerous out here, you know, women. So just protect yourself. You know, all trips may not be a trip that you necessarily need to be on. All turn-ups aren't necessarily a turn up that you have to include yourself in. And sometimes, you know, it takes going through those type of experiences to look back and reflect, because it's always a back and forth. Like I can sit here and be like, it was him. He's a freaking, you know what I'm saying? I could do that. But what situation did I put myself in? I went on a trip not knowing the guys that were coming, only knowing my friend, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, like when there's so many uncontrolled variables, then you put yourself at risk. It would have been different if I had planned this with my girls. We know where we're staying, all that, but it was so much that I had just relinquished to trusting strangers that isn't safe. And, you know, even though we should be able to, it's 2021. We have to protect ourselves, especially as beautiful young women in this world, and anybody in this world. We have to protect ourselves. So that was definitely a takeaway. And then just to follow my first mind, because y'all, I woke up that Friday morning and I said no. but then I still went because I wanted to have fun. So again, we have to toss it up. Like, you know, what is it worth to you to have certain experiences? And that's just that. Yeah, so please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to hear more about my life experiences, being so adventurous, because I'm super adventurous, you guys, and super outgoing, you guys. But at the same time, it comes with risks that sometimes I don't like calculate in my head before. And that's why I wanted to come share this story, because I think it's very important for us to just think sometimes. Just take a second and think and support your friends. My friend was super supportive throughout the whole trip, and she honestly made the trip for me. I love her so much. And I will catch you guys next time in my next video. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and follow. Like, subscribe, and follow, and please comment, and please subscribe to all my other, please follow me on all my other social medias, especially Instagram, because I'm trying to build up the fam. Well, really all of them, because my TikTok needs help too, y'all. My TikTok needs help too. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.